will deliver a congratulatory address.
다음은 신랑의 친구인 K씨군의 축사가 있겠습니다.
Well, mine's a bit longer, so get comfy there, alright? No, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and all the lads too. It's great to see so many people here for Andrew and Kyung-Ah's big day. I think you'll all agree it's a fantastic venue for a fantastic couple, and fantastic crowd as well. They all look great, even the girls. No, I was obviously delighted when Andrew asked me to say a few words. It's a great honour. Initially I was obviously a little bit anxious, but then as soon as I heard the lads were going to be singing Westlife, I was like, that's grand, it can't be worse than that. Which I am. No, but as you know, I've written a poem which I'm going to regale for you in a moment. But first I just have a few thank yous I'd like to say on behalf of the bride and groom. Obviously every guest here is very much appreciated, and there's a fantastic crowd, but a few people made an extra special effort to get here from the groom's side. First and foremost, of course, Andrew's parents, who made the long trip from Ireland. Obviously it wouldn't have been the same without you, so thanks a lot. It's great to see Margaret in the traditional garb as well. You look fantastic. Secondly, Philip, Andrew's brother, actually just arrived as a surprise recently. We just surprised Andrew last night. We hid him in the bathroom and he jumped out and surprised him. So it was a great moment, and we were hoping he'd cry, but no luck. He's ice cold. But no, Phil, despite the lack of tears, you knew how much it means to Andrew and Kyung-Ah that you made it here. And not to forget the lads who you've already met. It's a very long way to come, lads, at great expense. So well done. And not only did they come, but to put on a performance of that caliber. that was heartwarming. I didn't cringe once. But speaking of cringing, I've written a poem. Would you like to hear it? Yeah. Would you like to hear it? Okay, this is called My Best Friend Andrew. It's about and our time together. I hope you enjoy it. Okay? Best mates we've been forever and a day. And Andrew, I love you, but in a really straight way. Like the way Bert loves Ernie, or the Pope loves to pray. But not the way you love Kyung-Ah. That's a different kind of way. I never believed you'd be married so soon. Feels just like yesterday we built forts in your room. You see, it's great, because we both think everyone else is a goon. Sometimes I wish you and me lived alone on the moon. Some sort of oxygen tank, maybe. But life carries on, and we just have to grow up. We can't spend forever just two lads playing in the mud. And so some girls crossed our paths, but none were quite good enough. And although some were quite pleasant, some were also quite rough. But that was until you met Kyung-Ah, who's both beautiful and kind. She cooks really good duck, and she helps you unwind. You know what I'm talking about there. A better wife for my friend I could never hope to find. And now her belly's expanding, and yours ain't far behind. And so as paternity beckons, I wish you all the best. What lies before you is life's greatest test. Will she take after her mother and be artistically blessed, or take after her father and have a big hairy neck? I wrote this before I knew it was a girl. That'd be a bit weird. Last one. But this newborn life coming to swell the keen ranks is worth more than all of the gold in all of the banks. So to whichever God you choose, be sure to offer thanks, that it's only for the falcons that you're still shooting blanks. And No, let me just move on. This is something I just received today, actually, by email. It was a couple of people from back home who couldn't make it, sent on their congratulations, which I'm just going to read now. Congratulations, Keano and Kyung-Ah, on your big day. Sorry we couldn't be there to celebrate with you. Hope the lads represented Ireland well with their rendition of Westlife. That's a negative. Keano, you've done well with Kyung-Ah. A girl who's willing to shave the hair off your back is definitely the right girl to make your wife. Lots of love, Brady, Willie and Jenny from Australia. And finally, congratulations Keano and Kyung-Ah on your wedding. Wish you all the best for the big day and your future together. See the two of you back home at Christmas for festive good times. Lots of love, Dave Tracy. Although you're not going home for Christmas. that meeting's off. No, just finally, I wouldn't want to end my speech with that. So I'd just like to say a few more words. It's been great to watch Andrew and Kyung-Ah together for the last 5 years. And for those of you who know and live around here, you'd be very hard pushed to find a couple who are more suited to each other and obviously mad about each other. I was actually fortunate enough to be there on their very first date. Seems like a long time ago now. It wasn't actually the first time they'd met, but I think you'd briefly exchanged phone numbers. It was the first official date. And it was instantly apparent that they were mad about each other from the get-go, which I thought was pretty understandable from Andrew's perspective. When you sit down to dinner with a beautiful and smart young woman, it just seemed a bit weird that Kyung-Ah was quite keen too. So I wondered to myself, how's he managed to pull this and get a date with such a beautiful girl? Well, what sort of strange pulling techniques does he employ when I'm not around? Because I'd seen him in action before. About half an hour into dinner. This is a double date, by the way, did I mention that? I wasn't just tagging along. Things didn't work out for me and Minji. But no, about half an hour in, it all became clearer when Kyung-Ah suddenly looks up, proud as punch, has a little look at Minji and says to Andrew, so I forget which part of Italy you told me you're from. So there you go, it all made sense. Plays himself off as an Italian stud when I'm not around. I don't know what his name is, Roberto, I heard. Anyway, it was a very funny moment, and fortunately for Andrew, even after Kyung-Ah's dreams of an Italian stallion were shattered, love won the day, and it's been fantastic to watch them together ever since. And 5 years on, it's the wedding day, and who knows, if Kyung-Ah plays her cards right, maybe later tonight, Roberto will come out to play again. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Right. No. Let me just finish up by saying, finally, congratulations to the Keane family on the acquisition of a new treasure for the family tree, and also, of course, to the Lee family. You'll get over it. No, you have a fine young gentleman joining your family. And just on a more personal note, it is a very special day for me to see Andrew be married. We've literally been friends since we were just young babies, and I couldn't think of a better, more dependable or more loyal person to call my best friend. And he's been there for me through thick and thin, and through good times and bad, really. And I never had an actual brother growing up, but I never felt like I didn't. So the fact that he's found such a wonderful woman to be his wife is a source of great pride for me. So I just wish you a wonderful life, a beautiful family, and many, many years of happiness together. Congratulations.
Now, the bride and bridegroom will give the salute to the parents of both families and their guests.